Evening North Korea. Shout out to the boy Clue, all the DJs. Another 15 minutes of fame. C smoke break, smoking with C's. Come sit down, let's talk. Let's, get to understand the business a little bit more. Even though business is not really being done, but let's try to get to understand. The music business is a foul business. So don't get into the, they love me. No, they don't. Because the second you go cold, there's your answer. Most of your friends ain't gonna really be into you. They tell you they are, but ask them if your music is in their phone, if they ever emailed or text or said anything about you when you're not there, and that receives some type of applause to where you hear about it and be like, damn, I didn't even know they was talking about me like that. Try doing that for a minute and see if it works. 15 minutes of fame, C smoke break, smoke one with C's. Sponsored by the good old folks over at Dankies. You see the Wheaties box, man. We're doing different things. You could scan the QR code and it's gonna go somewhere. I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's gonna go somewhere. Believe that. Shout out to the boy Chuck. You see the that good old Dankies merch. You see the jacket. Dankies, man. Stay tuned. I'm gonna give you all of that, man. Trust me. It seems like it's. I'm going to tell you some things, but not just yet. It's not ready yet. What I am talking to you about right now is the 15 minutes of fame. I want to sit down with people that are like right there, and you just need that little bit of push to get you over the top. I'm going to give you 15 minutes, and you get to talk about whatever you want. You get to show your video. You get to show, I don't know, whatever you want, whatever you're into. Just show it. You know what I mean? Just tell people what you're doing, and they might like it. They may not. Who gives a fuck? Continue to do what you do and do it as good as you can. And that should be good enough. And you're going to need some people around you. Don't get me wrong. You're going to need that. People say, I did it by myself. No, you didn't. You're a fucking liar. Even if you got to the studio, somebody was driving, you didn't do it by yourself. Somebody drove you there. So it's very difficult to do everything by yourself. It's almost impossible. The surgeon still needs somebody to, when he's scalpel, somebody hands him the scalpel. Because imagine if you had to go look for the scalpel, motherfucker dead. Flat line. But 15 minutes of fame, hit the email, ceas@desertstormradio.com. CEAS@desertstormradio.com. If you don't know how to spell that, I don't want you emailing me anyway. All right? Another thing that I'm doing is I want to talk about current events. I don't think people talk about current events. They talk about gossip. A lot of the gossip is shit. He did, she did, 1,000 things of oil. Who gives a fuck? Let's talk about what's really going on in the world currently, right now. So I'm going to just let me look at this shit and see what they're talking about. Let me see. America's chief humanitarian official role. I don't give a fuck about that. The beauty of being alone. The beauty of being alone. A lot of y'all are alone right now. Now, I don't know if it's a beautiful thing, but if you by yourself, there's two reasons. You either want to be by yourself, and that's okay. You don't really want to share with other people. You discussed about them. Me personally, I love animals more than I love humans, but that's just me. But I still, be around some humans. I got to, see what's up. But if you're by yourself and it's because others don't want to fuck with you, start asking yourself one question. Is it you? It could be you. God rest my grandmother's soul. She always used to say this, and this is a saying that stuck with me. If 6 common people call you a donkey, start looking for a tail. You're not going to get 6 people to agree on shit, but if they agree that you're a donkey, you're a fucking donkey. So maybe you by yourself because it's you. Maybe you haven't found someone because you're the problem. And this is male or female. Don't think I'm talking just to the women, because there's a lot of bug outs out here too. So either one, it don't matter. And then whatever the you two, X, Z, Y, whatever you want to be, I don't care. It ain't up to me. The big fella put us here. He said, you who, and everything else, I don't even know why. And only thing I am going to say, ladies, is he told y'all don't bite the fucking apple. And you bit the fucking apple. So y'all ain't been listening since day number 1. Y'all ain't even listened to the big fella. And Adam, what kind of a sucker was you that you just let it? But you could have just took the apple away and be like, yo, don't bite it. The big fella said, don't bite it. All of this could have been better. And then there's another question I got to ask. Maybe y'all can help me with this. I don't know. You know, these are things that I ask myself when I got that good thank yous rolling. See, smoke break. You know, you want to get that pack in your life. You know what I mean? Shout out to the boy Ja. We was just at a karaoke. It was crazy. You know, it was. Anyway, ask yourselves, right? These are things that I ask myself, and you may not agree with me, but let's see where you lay at with this, right? God damn, this fucking weed just keep rolling, going out. That's when you know this shit's sticky icky. When it all started from the beginning, right? From what it all started. If it was Adam and Eve, then they had a baby. And then that baby had a baby. And then that baby had a baby. Because let's ask ourselves, how do we understand how to fuck from the beginning? How did Adam know how to fuck Eve? Did they just try it and shit happened? Like, how the fuck did that work? And then if it is that, if that's the story, and I don't get into religion, you believe in whatever you want to believe in, up to you, not to me, up to you. But that means we're all family. Because if you're going to trace it all the way back to the beginning, Adam and Eve is our great, 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 and put as many greats as you want, grandparents, right? So why do we hate each other so fucking much? Me and you are actually related. At some point, this shit went, you know, this way, that way, him, her. We all look different. We all different skin colors. We all come from a different place. Shout out to all my Colombians. But y'all don't ask yourselves that shit? How the fuck did this all start? And how did Adam know to fuck Eve? How did he know? How did he know that his hammer went in the hole? How did he know? Who told him? Because this shit all goes via explanation. Somebody tells you. Some of us watched porn when we was little and was like, oh, that's how, okay. And then we mimicked that. And then the twins came along. Shout out to the twins. But how does this work? Are we truly all related? Was Adam and Eve your grandparents? Or do you believe a different story? Because everybody got a different way of thinking how this first started. Some people say the moon and the stars and it's magnetic. I don't know. I don't be paying that shit no mind. I just want to know, is Adam and Eve my great, 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 great parents? That's all. So if anybody knows, please help me. ceas at desertstormradio.com. Now, mind you, y'all do know that I'm a godly individual, you know, so I know a lot of things, but a lot of things I don't know. So I'll ask y'all. See that bottle of water? That ain't even supposed to be back there. I don't even know why it's there. But being that y'all gonna notice it, so yo, what about the bottle of water? It's there because I was drinking it, but I forgot to put it up. You see the little plaques and all of that. The thank yous back. Like, we got some things going on that we done did. But back to Adam and Eve. What do you think? You think you're related to them? Because if not, who the fuck are you related to? See, I know my mother and then my grandmother and then my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother had 16 kids. I don't know what the fuck they was doing in that house, but I do know they was doing a lot of heavy fucking. And they didn't have no TV, what was there to do? Like, ask yourselves, what's your great-grandparents? They was just doing nothing but fucking and working and fucking. And then the 9 months she was off, I don't know what Grandpa was doing, but he was doing something. He had to because there was nothing else to do but fuck. So things have changed a little bit. You know, we've gotten in a different atmosphere. We respect each other more. We still disrespect each other a lot, and I don't know why, because you can learn a lot from me and I can learn nothing from you. You know what I mean? So why don't you tune into me and I'll tell you some things, and you may like it, you may not. You may be like, I don't even like him. But then you got to ask yourself the question that comes right after that. Do I give a fuck? And I don't. Because I'm not here for the liking. I've never been here for that. I'm just here for me and you to fuck with each other, and you like what I do and I like what you do, and we share information, and cool. Other than that, fuck liking. Let's get to the business. Let's spend some money. You know, you make me some money, I make you some money. We make money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. People are getting too personal nowadays, and everybody wants to like each other. For what? I'm not here for that. You wasn't put here for that. So let's get the business out the way. And then if we happen to like each other after that, cool. If we don't, what's wrong? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all are getting too personal nowadays. Get that out the way, man. Fucking jacket look kind of dope. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Thank you. See that Desert Storm Radio local. desertstormradio.com, man. Go check us out. Monday through Sunday, 24/8. I'm there. You need videos. I got everything there. Tweaking some things right now, but radio station's still active. Everything's active. Everything's there. desertstormradio.com, 24. I would say 7, but I want to say 8, because that's just the fuck what I want to do. But tap in with me. desertstormradio.com. Dankies is the Mary Winnie that we're pushing. That is the brand. Dankies. You see it. That's what we got out there. So Wheaties coming, you know, it's near you already. You know what I mean? So, and when you open the Wheaties box, you know what I'm saying? And you get the good old Dankies. Shout out to the boy Derek Jeter, man. You couldn't get no better than Derek. You know, so we got some things. And as far as the bud, I challenge anybody. Whoever, it doesn't matter. Whoever you are. Shout out to the boy Chuck, too. Oh, and I was at the, there was like a weed convention. It's kind of crazy. It was downtown somewhere. It was different. Like every booth, it was just handing the weed away and talking to you about bud, and I didn't see not one argument. I didn't see nobody even yell. Nobody raised their voice. I noticed that with potheads, we just really relax, sit back and chill. Now, when you in the club and you got that juice going, a whole different story. Whole different story. Something gonna go down. But with this, because 90% of the time when you're talking to me, I'm not listening to you. So it's like you become Charlie Brown, like wah 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 wah. I can really care less. And if that's crazy to you more than once, I definitely didn't hear one thing you said to me. So if you ask me, yo, what did I just say? More than likely I'm gonna lie, or I'm gonna guess, and hopefully that's what you said. But other than that, I'm not listening. So what I am gonna tell you before I get going, 15 minutes of fame. I wanna highlight an artist. I don't care what you do. You can sing, rap. It doesn't even have to be an artist. You could give a great, I don't know, painter. Come on and talk to us about paint. You're a great mechanic. Come and talk to us about how to fix a car. There's a lot of people on YouTube that take time to like make videos to help you figure out how to do. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all some good fucking people. Because sometimes when I'm stuck, I go look at YouTube and they tell me, I'm like, yo, I don't even know this person. And they ran me through this shit step by step. Good, thanks, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm not doing that shit. I ain't got the patience. I really, once you start going back, and I just cut the fucking camera off. He's probably not paying attention. He probably walked the fuck off by now. So, you know, but I ain't got the patience for that. What else going on here before I get out of here? The world's first hunt obsessed with muscle men. Okay, look, Shorty says she loves muscle men. Ladies, is that what y'all into? Y'all like the muscles or y'all like the, you know? Sue, you know what it is. But ladies, what is it? Do y'all like, you know, short men, tall men, bearded men, clean-faced men? Talk to me. Tell me what y'all looking for. What are we doing? 2024, y'all said y'all was y'all year. This is my year. And I see this year still not going too good. But you still got hope. You got 3 months, well, 2.5 months left. No, 3 months. So, no, 2.5 months. Y'all still good. Y'all got a chance. Keep going. Y'all got a chance. Shout out to all my Sages. December 2nd, I turned a half a century. I've been doing this for 50 years is crazy. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's been a long time. If you'd have told me back then that I'd have got to 50, I'd have told you, you are bugging. But 50, I'm here. I am here. But that's December 2nd, not now. So once again, hit the email, ceas@desertstormradio.com, and 15 minutes of fame. Let's sit down, let's talk. Let's see what you got, and let's let the people decide. A lot of y'all let your friends decide. That's what they're supposed to do. If you got a friend around you that tells you that your music's horrible, why the fuck would you want them around you? They're supposed to say, oh, no, you're going to be the greatest. That's what you're supposed to do. That's called support, but not really support. It's more like, let me just hope and pray that he goes so I can take the ride with him. But again, we'll talk about that later. 15 minutes of fame. Ceas a smoke break. Come smoke with Ceas. Follow Ceas. Follow CEAS. Ceas a smoke break. Just one S. Ceas smoke break DSR and at desertstormradio.com and at desertstormradio. On that note, thank you for coming out. God bless you and good night.